see, let me try. I'm better at it than you are.
My 5 minutes isn't up yet.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's my turn. In a second. I've been looking for you, Muff Potter.
I ain't did nothing wrong, Sheriff. Honest, I ain't. Folks always think I make trouble.
You've been sneaking into the Widow Douglas's barn, sleeping there. She don't like that. I've warned you about this before.
I only gets in there when it rains.
Find another dry place to stay.
Yes, Sheriff. I'll do that, Sheriff.
See that you do.
Everybody picking on old Muff. I ain't did nothing real bad. Life sure is hard.
What did the sheriff want?
He don't want me seeing Will Douglas barn no more. I wish I had me some money, Joe.
You don't only drink it.
Haven't seen a cup of penny in almost a week. I wish I had me some money.
If I had money, I wouldn't be standing here talking to Lex of you. Maybe we'll get some money.
Don't see how.
You will. Good day to you, Dr. Robinson.
Good day, Injun Joe.
I'm really sorry to hear about them burying old Tusk Williams.
We did everything we could to save him.
I was wondering if you might have some work for us.
Tonight, the usual place.
What did you say, Doc?
And don't keep me waiting.
Oh, Joe, I don't want to go grave robbing. Every time I help you do that, I get bad dreams.
You want money for a bottle, don't you? Then do what you're told. Don't forget the shovel this time. Careful.
It's a pity your stay in St. Petersburg is so brief, Mrs. Walters. It isn't often we have such a distinguished visitor.
I hope to present the Bible prize next Sunday. But, as I'll be in St. Louis, Ms. Dobbins and the Reverend Sprague suggested that I make the award in the schoolhouse before I leave. That way we'll be sure all the boys and girls are present.
The boys and girls will be thrilled. I wonder who will win the prize. Maybe my boy Joe.
The student who has the most yellow tickets will win.
Yellow tickets? I don't understand.
Whenever a student recites a verse, he or she is given a red ticket. So many red tickets can be exchanged for a blue ticket. When a student has 10 blue tickets, he can exchange it for a yellow ticket.
And the student with the most yellow tickets wins.
Exactly.
Well, ain't that clever?
Morning, Widow Douglas. Morning, Mrs. Harper. Morning, Mrs. Walters.
Morning, Amy.
Everyone's mighty excited about that Bible prize.
Perhaps you'll be the winner, Amy.
I hope so.
Good luck.
Thank you, Mrs. Harper.
Don't lose your yellow tickets.
I won't.
Thomas Sawyer!
Morning, Aunt Polly. Tom been up to mischief again.
He's my own dead sister's boy, and I dearly love him, Amy. But he's a handful. He's been into my jam closet again. I caught a glimpse of him sneaking over the back fence.
You're not going to switch him for stealing jam?
He broke the jar. Drat that boy. Thomas Sawyer! Tom!
Woo! She almost caught me.
Tom Sawyer, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You played hooky from school today. You'll get it from Miss Dobbins.
I ain't afeard of Ms. Dobbins.
I am, and so is everyone else. What makes you so special?
Hey, Amy, I'll trade you what I got in this here sack for one of your yellow tickets.
You're supposed to earn those tickets, not fair to trade for them.
I only want one.
I don't know. Maybe. What's in the sack?
Ain't it a beauty?
A rat! A rat!
Amy! Ain't no call to go carrying on. Girl sure is funny.
Ain't easy trying to catch a nap in this town, that's a fact.
Hello, Huckleberry.
Hello yourself. I got much better than a dead rat. Dead rat is plumb common.
I expect. Timber! What you got in that sack, Huck?
Dead cat.
I reckon a dead cat's worth much more than a dead rat. What you gonna do with your dead cat, Huck?
Cure warts with it. I play with frogs so much, I always get considerable warts. What a body has to do is bring this here cat to the graveyard when it's midnight.
Midnight? What if you see a ghost?
What if you do? Only, it ain't a ghost that shows up. It's a devil.
A devil?
Uh-huh. Maybe two, maybe more. Devils always show up when someone wicked is buried.
Some folks say Hoss Williams was wicked.
When them devils show up, you heave your cat after 'em and say, devil follow corpse, cat follow devil, warts follow cat. I'm done with you.
When you going to the graveyard, Huck?
Tonight, you can come along, unless you're afeard.
Tom Sawyer ain't afeard of no devil. Tom Sawyer ain't afeard of nothing.
Tom, Aunt Polly's searching everywhere for you.
On account of a little jam?
You broke the jar, and I know you did not go to school today.
Seems like folks in this town know more about my business than I do. You ain't gonna tell Aunt Polly I played hooky from school, are you, Cousin Mary?
I won't do a thing like that. We gotta promise to behave. When you see Aunt Polly, you apologize about that jar right away, and maybe she won't punish you.
Gosh, Cousin Mary, I ain't afeard of punishment.
Tom, what's the matter with you? You look like a dog took sick. Tom, you gone crazy?
Come on, Becky.
Listen, Dawdle.
Yes, Papa.
I reckon she's the prettiest girl I've ever seen.
You're acting foolish. Get up. Get up.
I never seen them folks before.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Thatcher and their daughter. He's a new judge.
What's the daughter's name?
Didn't you hear Mrs. Thatcher? Her name's Becky.
Becky. Becky Thatcher. I reckon that's a wonderful name for a girl. That's the prettiest name there is.
As good a name as any, I guess.
There you are, Tom. Thomas Sawyer, you stay right where you are.
Quick, apologize.
Gosh, Aunt Polly, I'm really sorry about breaking the jar. Honest Injun I am.
How many times have I told you to stay out of my preserves closet?
I only took a taste.
That's not the point. You disobeyed me.
Tom's getting too big for switching Aunt Polly.
Cousin Mary's right. I'd listen to Cousin Mary if I was you, Ann.
Well, you ain't me. Run along, Mary. I'll have a word with Thomas.
I'll set the table for supper.
Powerful warm today, isn't it, Thomas?
Yes'm.
You look peculiar. You feeling guilty about something?
It's just when you call me Thomas, I know I done something wrong.
Don't say. It was warm in school this morning, I reckon.
Yes'm.
Did you want to go swimming?
No. Well, not much.
I sewed your shirt this morning in white thread. How come it's black now? I'll tell you why. You tore your shirt off and went swimming and sewed it back up again so I wouldn't know. I'll fix you.
Ow! Aunt Polly, you're hurting my ear!
What are you complaining about? You got two of them, ain't you?
Ting-a-ling-ling! Chow! Chow wow wow! Let your hot top turn on slow! Ting-a-ling-ling!
You'll whitewash my fence and you'll whitewash it good.
Oh, Aunt Polly.
Don't you oh Aunt Polly me.
I think I have a toothache.
Toothache? Rubbish. It's another excuse to get out of honest work.
Heard something awful.
Put them buckets down. Let me see. That one? That one? That one? That one? This one?
Ow! Ow!
Stop hopping about. I'll have that loose tooth out in no time and you can get on with your chores. Open up.
It feels much better already.
Open.
Don't hit me with that thimble, Aunt Polly. Heard something wicked.
Hush up.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Now you're good as new.
I reckon. What's that you got there, Aunt Polly? Looks like medicine.
'Tis medicine. I sent away for it. It's a new painkiller. Open up.
Oh, leave it here, Aunt Polly.
I'll take it later.
No, you won't. You'll give it to the cat like last time.
Aunt Polly, I hate medicine.
Now don't spit it out. Swallow.
Ugh. That painkiller was poison, I bet.
Don't talk nonsense. Now get busy.
Yes, ma'am. Gosh, Aunt Polly sure is hard on a fella.
Ting-a-ling-ling, ciao! Set her back on starboard, ciao! Ciao, wow, wow! Hey, Tom, didn't you hear me? I was pretending I was a paddle boat drawing 9 feet of water. I'm going swimming. I bet you wish you could go swimming, but you'd rather work. Of course you would. Ha ha, poor Tom, ha ha ha.
What do you call work?
Whitewashing that fence.
Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. All I know is it suits Tom Sawyer. Of course it's work. Any fool can see that. I can knock you down, Alfred Temple. Try it. I bet I can. Cannot.
Tom, you mean you like whitewashing that fence?
Like it? Well, I don't see why I oughtn't to. Does a boy get a chance to whitewash a fence every day?
I didn't think about it that way. Hey, Tom, let me whitewash a little.
I don't know, Joe. Aunt Polly's awful particular about this fence. I bet there's only one boy in 1,000, maybe 2,000, that can do it the way it needs to be done.
Let me try, Tom. I'll give you the core of my apple.
I don't know, Ben.
I'll give you all of it.
Deal!
Tom, let me whitewash a little.
I guess, but
I'll give you my lucky marble. It's blue and you can see right through it.
I don't know.
I'll give you my last yellow ticket from Sunday school.
Deal! Gee, Tom, I don't get why everybody else has to have all the fun. I'll give you my 2 drop breakers if you let me whitewash a little. What flavors? This one's grape and this one's root beer. Deal. Oh boy.
Your name's Tom Sawyer. Mrs. Harper told my mother all about you. Mrs. Harper said you lead your Aunt Polly a merry chase, and you're always getting into trouble.
Want to buy it?
No, thank you. It looks kind of mushy. I don't like mushy apples.
Say, Becky, do you like rats?
No, I don't care much for rats. What I like is chewing gum.
I should say so. I wish I had some now.
Do you? I've got some. I'll let you chew it a while, but you must give it back.
Say, Becky, was you ever at a circus?
No.
I've been to the circus 3 or 4 times.
That's nice.
Want to see the space where my tooth was? Does it hurt? No, not much anymore. I'm going to be a clown when I grow up.
I don't care much for clowns.
Say, Becky, was you ever engaged?
What's that?
Why, engaged to be married.
No.
Would you like to?
I don't know. What's it like?
Well, tell a boy you won't ever let anybody but him give you a kiss. Then you kiss. That's all.
Oh, you bad thing. Why do you have to kiss?
That's what you do when you love somebody.
You mean you love me?
I reckon. Now, you have to tell me you love me and give me a kiss. That means we're engaged.
I'll whisper it. You turn your face away so you can't see.
Golly! Now, the kiss.
Promise not to tell anyone.
I promise. Now, you have to say you won't ever let anybody marry you and you won't ever love anybody but me.
I'll never love anybody but you, Tom. You ain't ever to marry anybody but me.
Of course. That is part of it. Being engaged is very special. You see, when me and Amy Lawrence was engaged...
What? You mean I'm not the first girl you've been engaged to?
Don't cry, Becky. I don't care for her anymore.
Tom Sawyer.
What is it, Becky?
I hate you.
Becky! Oh, rats. Who needs girls anyways? Aunt Polly, can I go swimming?
Not until that fence is whitewashed. You ain't hardly started.
Yes, I have.
How much are you done?
It's finished.
Tom, don't lie to me. I can't bear it.
I'm not, honest. Look.
Well, I never.
Tom, I don't think me helping you whitewash this fence was worth my 2 drop breakers, Joe's marble, and his yellow tickets.
Thomas Sawyer?
Look out behind you, Aunt Polly.
Who? What? Tom? Hang the boy. Can't I never learn anything? Ain't he played enough tricks like that on me to last a lifetime? I've got to punish him. I love the boy dearly, but I've got to do some of my duty by him or I'll be his ruination.
Where are they? Joe! Joe!
You think the dead people like it for us to be here, Huck?
I wish I knowed.
Me too.
Midnight's a spooky time.
You reckon Hoss Williams hears us talking?
Of course he does. Lest his spirit does.
I wish I'd called him Mr. Williams rather than Hoss when he was alive.
Look, that must be the grave yonder.
How can you tell?
It's fresh dug.
This ain't a happy place, is it, Huck?
Reckon not.
Graveyards look different at night.
You scared?
No. Well, maybe a little. I ain't used to spirits.
You move slower than a grave worm.
Listen!
What?
I heard something.
What?
They ain't gone all night.
Don't see why you can't carry the shovel.
Tom, it's them spirits. They're coming. What do we do?
I don't know.
Oh,
You think they'll see us?
they can see in the dark. Same as cats. Oh, I wish I hadn't come.
You shouldn't bother us. We ain't done nothing wrong.
I'm all of a shiver.
Look! A burning light!
Oh, Tom, it's devil's fire.
See him?
Devil, sure enough. 2 of them. Oh, we're goners. Can you pray?
About time you got here.
What difference does it make? Hoss Williams ain't going nowhere.
Don't give me back talk.
I'm gonna cut me a plug of tobacco, Joe. You want some? You want a chop?
Shut up.
Oh, Joe, you got no cause to talk like that to old Muff.
I'm not here to listen to you two quarrel.
No, you're here to do devil's work. Grave robbery for your medical studies.
Get on with it.
They're humans!
It's Doc Robinson?
Muff?
Ain't you Joe?
Hurry, the moon might come out at any moment.
No one will see us. The storm. Do I start digging?
Yes.
Hold on, Muff. This body will cost me an extra $5.
Don't try to hold me up, Joe. I've paid in advance as always.
You did more than pay in advance. 4 years ago, I came to your father's kitchen to ask for something to eat.
Something to steal, you mean?
You had me jailed for a vagrant. I swore to get even here for like 100 years.
Don't talk to me like that, you tramp.
Hey now, don't you hit my partner!
That score is settled. Get up, you drunken fool. You got to get away.
Oh, Joe, what have I done?
It's a dirty business. Doc Robinson's dead.
I've never done it.
That won't wash. I saw you do it.
I'm all in a muddle. What happened?
You had your knife and you used it on him.
I think I remember now. Oh, I had no business to drink tonight. Look, it's an evil brew. Look what it's done to me.
Quiet.
What is it?
A noise.
Like what?
Storm, I guess.
You won't tell, will you, Joe? They'll make me dance where there ain't no floor.
You've always been fair with me. I won't go back on you.
Bless you, Joe. Bless you. Bless you for the longest day I live. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Get a move on.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. I never seen a dead body before.
If Indy Joe finds out we saw everything, we're goners. Tom, we gotta take an oath.
An oath? What kind of oath?
You're good at thinking up things, Tom. You make an oath for the both of us.
Well, Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn swear to keep mum about this. And if they tell, they wish to drop down dead in their tracks.
And rot.
And rock. That's good, Huck. Now swear.
I swear.
We're going to the grave again.
Might as well see what he's got in his pockets.
Tom, they're coming back. Run!
You drag his body into the bushes. They might not find him for a few days.
No, Joe, no.
You do what I say.
Yes, Joe.
What's this?
Oh, Miss Dobbins, we're here. Oh, ladies, this is a pleasure.
I'm sorry my daughter Becky wasn't able to compete for the prize this year.
There's always next year, Mrs. Thatcher.
That's true.
Mrs. Thatcher and myself baked some tasties. We dropped them off over by the picnic grove.
Cookies and Johnny cakes. After the award giving, we thought the children would appreciate them.
Widow Douglas has charge of things down by the picnic grove.
Widow Douglas has such a good heart.
Which way is the picnic grove again? A few steps from the schoolhouse. After you, ladies.
Such a kind old lady, Miss Dobbins.
I'll thank you. Stop pestering me, Thomas.
Oh, Becky, don't call me Thomas. That's my whipping name.
Go and find Amy Lawrence. She's the one you really love.
No, I don't. Honest.
Ha.
Becky, I don't care for any girl but you.
I passed you this morning on the levee, and you never even noticed me. So there.
I'm sorry, Becky. I've got things on my mind.
Lots been happening.
Like what?
Well, I can't tell you.
If we were really engaged, you'd tell me everything.
Becky, I took an oath.
An oath? Boys are silly.
What's that funny looking thing you're drawing?
You're so smart about everything. Surprised you don't recognize Ms. Dobbins.
That funny looking thing's Ms. Dobbins? Got arms and legs like twigs.
I don't much like Ms. Dobbins. She's too strict.
She sees you drawing that, and you'll get in trouble.
That needn't concern you, Thomas.
Gosh, Becky, you sure are hard on a fella. Just like Aunt Polly.
Dobins Dobbins.
It ain't no ring that costs a heap of money, but I consider it my chiefest jewel. It's a brass doorknob.
Go give it to Amy Lawrence.
All right, I will.
See if I care. Wait, Tom, I'll take it. Tom, come back.
Silence! Silence! No talking! Take your seats!
Miss Dobbins, Widow Douglas is asking for you.
I'll be right there, Mrs. Harper.
Remember, no talking! She's gone!
Tom! Hey, Amy.
Why, Tom, I do believe you're making it up to me.
Here, Amy, this is for you.
For me? Why, this is the nicest doorknob I've ever seen. Ain't this beautiful?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
I was thinking of running over to Jackson's Isle later and becoming a pirate. You want to join me?
Pirate? Don't listen to them, Tom. What do they know?
Just as much as you and more.
Besides, pirates don't got names like Tom.
You have to have a name like Blackbeard or Redbeard. Well then, I'll be the Black Avenger of the Spanish Main.
I could be the terror of the seas.
Wait till your mother finds out.
What is the meaning of this? I will not tolerate disobedience in my classroom. I said there's to be no talking, and I meant no talking. Today, children, we have a great honor. Mrs. Walters, the Sunday school superintendent for our great state of Missouri, is here with us, and you all know why.
Miss Dobbins,
What is it, Susan?
wasn't Reverend Sprague going to be here?
Unfortunately, Reverend Sprague took sick. Nothing serious, just a touch of the rooming.
Just as well. He'd only give a long sermon to make us all fall asleep.
Silence! And now our special guest, Mrs. Walters.
Thank you, Miss Dobbins. This is indeed a great honor for me to meet that one special boy or girl who has memorized the most verses from the Holy Book than any other Sunday school pupil. I know it's warm, and you're anxious to journey on to the picnic grove and partake of the refreshments. So let us proceed. Young lady,
Ma'am?
how many yellow tickets do you have?
4, ma'am.
Congratulations, dear. Who has 5 yellow tickets? Wonderful. 6 or more?
Right here.
How many?
I got 8.
That is marvelous. Quite marvelous. What is the boy's name?
Alfred Temple.
Well, Alfred Temple, unless anyone can do better than 8 yellow tickets, which I doubt, I think you're the winner. Congratulations, Alfred. Here's your...
Wait, Mrs. Walters, ma'am.
Yes.
I can do better than 8. I got 12.
12.
Don't be ridiculous, boy.
I'm not lying. I got the tickets right here.
Let me see.
I'll get you for this.
2, 5, 7, 9, 12. Who'd have thought it? You're a fine little man and a credit to Missouri. What's your name?
Tom.
Thomas, you mean?
Yes, ma'am. Thomas.
Is that all?
Tell Mrs. Walters your other name, Thomas.
Sawyer.
Well, Thomas Sawyer, you've memorized hundreds of verses. That's a great achievement. I think it'd be good for some of the other pupils to hear you answer some questions on the Bible.
Questions?
First, why don't you tell us the names of the first two disciples?
Can't I just have my prize?
Answer Mrs. Walters, Tom. Don't be afraid.
You're nervous, I understand.
We do?
Think. The names of the first two disciples were...
I know! David and Goliath.
Quiet! I think we should have the picnic now. Perhaps that will calm them down.
Good idea. Picnic time, children.
Yay!
One moment, you.
Me, Miss Dobbins, ma'am?
You didn't come by those yellow tickets honestly. Have you no shame, Thomas Sawyer? Is this your slate, Becky Thatcher? It is, isn't it? Did you draw this picture of me? Such disrespect. Hold out your hand.
Please don't use the switch, Miss Dobbins.
Hold out your hand.
Wait! Miss Dobbins, ma'am. It's Becky's slate, all right. But I did the drawing.
I might have known. You never could spell. Dobbins has two B's in it, not one. D-O-double-B-I-N-S. Dobbins.
I'll take my punishment like a man.
And that. Ow! And that! And ow! And let that be a lesson to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Miss Dobbins, we're waiting.
I'll be right there, Mrs. Harper.
Tom Sawyer, you're the bravest boy I've ever known.
You mean it, Becky?
Uh-huh.
Get him! There he goes!
Going over there.
Muff? They're gonna hang me, Tom. They're gonna hang old Muff.
What happened?
I'm finished.
Get him! There he goes!
You've won a good chase, Muff Potter, but the game's up.
What is it, Sheriff?
Doc Robinson's been murdered.
Murdered? When?
Last night. This your knife? We found it on Hoss Williams' grave. Doc Robinson was murdered with a knife. Guess it ain't no use anymore.
Hoss Williams' grave?
Grave robbery, no doubt.
My father will hang for this.
Hang him as a lesson to grave robbers.
Hang him!
Why did you run away?
That's no way to talk, young man.
Hang him! Hang him! Hang him!
There'll be no lynching as long as I'm sheriff. You're coming with me. I want to run away, I reckon, but I couldn't. I got no place to run to.
Come on, Becky.
Yes, Mother.
Don't forget our own.
I won't. What about Muff?
We got enough to worry about.
Poor old Muff Potter. He never deserved any of this.
I'll follow him to the jail. See if he needs anything.
All right.
You ain't afraid of me, are you, Thomas Sawyer?
No.
I brought you something. Something you lost.
Oh, my hat. I was wondering where...
Maybe you saw something at the graveyard, eh?
No, sir.
You keep your mouth shut. You hear me? You hear Injun Joe? Otherwise what happened to Doc Robinson will happen to you.
I didn't see anything. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell.
Good. You remember that. Maybe you'll live a long time, Thomas Sawyer.
pirates and such, ain't it, Huckleberry?
I reckon. Sure is tasty bacon.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, Joe? You're looking down in the mouth.
I stole this here bacon for provisions. To tell the truth, I'm feeling bad about it.
It ain't stealing when you're a pirate. It's the law of the sea.
I guess. You think they're missing us back in town? We've been gone a long time.
Maybe someone's missing you. I ain't got no one to care whether I live or die. All I got is me.
You do make it sound woeful.
I reckon.
Fishing's been good. Looky here.
Ain't no one in these parts can catch fish like you, Tom.
That's true. This is the right kind of life. Being pirates.
All I've seen of pirates is some pictures in a book. I hope we're doing it right.
Of course we are. Pirates have a bully of a time.
They take ships and burn them.
Mm-hmm.
We going to do that?
Sure.
Wow.
They find money and they bury it in awful places.
That's living the life.
They make everyone on their ships walk the plank.
They don't make the women walk the plank, do they?
Nah, women are too noble.
We have to practice our calling.
Right you are, Huck.
Being pirates takes work.
Luff and bring her to the wind.
Aye, sir.
Steady, steady.
Steady it is, sir.
Let her go off a point.
Point it is, sir.
Now, shake the sheets and braces, men. With a will.
Aye, aye,
sir.
Steady.
Listen.
Huh?
Didn't you hear it?
Hear what?
I think I heard something.
There it is again.
It ain't thunder.
Someone's drowned.
Drowned?
Don't y'all remember? They done that last summer when Bill Turner was drowned. They shoot the cannon over the water and the body floats to the top.
Gosh.
Ain't that something?
I think I know who drowned.
Who?
It's us.
Us?
Ain't that extra special?
It's grand.
I never was drowned before.
I wish I could get back to town and steal the excitement.
A real pirate. Reconnoiters.
What's that mean?
Means I'll sneak over this evening.
Why you?
I'm the best swimmer, ain't I? You'd only sink, Joe. I'll leave a note for your ma and Aunt Polly telling them we ain't dead. We just playing at being pirates.
That's a mighty fine idea, Tom.
Now, men, we give the countersign. Blood.
Good.
Now, we search for treasure. 15 minutes.
on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Oh, when I think of the times I whacked his head with my thimble. Poor Tom, out there in the watery grave, with my Joe beside him. Oh, I punished him for being bad so many times. I fear I was too hard on the lad.
He loved you, Mrs. Harper.
I expect he did. Leastways, I pray so. If only there was some way he could forgive me. Why, just the other day I went and whipped him for taking some cream. Never once recollecting that I throwed it out myself because it was sour. I'll never see Joe again in the world. Poor abused boy.
Don't cry, Aunt Polly. Mrs. Harper's. It won't do any good. We've all got to be brave.
Mary's right. Oh. Tom weren't bad. Only mischievous. Harum-scarum, you know.
He never meant any harm. He was the best-hearted boy that ever was.
Sarah figures the boys went swimming, diving from the raft in mid-channel. Tom was always partial to swimming. He liked it best when I said he couldn't go. Said it was more fun that way. Maybe they're still alive. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Hunger would have driven them back by now, Mrs. Harper. Tom was a strong swimmer. If he could have made it to shore from the raft, he would have done it, pulling Joe and Huck with him if he had to.
I reckon I would snatch him for a straw.
Tom made me laugh. He told me such funny things.
He
I miss him so.
He could have been president of the United States. Tom. Oh, Tom. I'll never see Joe again in the world. When I think of poor Huckleberry, all alone in the world, no one cared a fig for his welfare, and I've got this big empty house just crying out for some poor orphan. I'm a selfish woman. That's all I am. It don't seem possible. Tom gone. Never coming back.
Get some rest, Aunt Polly. You're done in.
I don't think I'll ever be able to sleep again.
You've got to try. Tomorrow's funeral will take all of her strength.
Mary's right. We must get some rest for the tribulation ahead. Good night, Mary. Good night, Polly. My Joe was always full of his devilment, like Tom, but he was just as unselfish and kind as he could be. Oh, Mrs. Harper, I don't know how to get Tom up. Only last Sunday, my Joe busted a firecracker right under my nose, and I knocked him sprawling. Why, if it was to do over again, I would hug him and bless him for it. Tom was such a comfort to me, although he tormented my old heart.
Would you like some hot cocoa, Aunt Polly?
No, thank you, dear. They're out of their troubles now. Go after her, dear. See if you can comfort the poor woman. I'll shut my eyes and try to forget about Tom, if I can.
I won't be long.
Tom, my dear boy, Tom. Hey, Tom, I'll never see you again.
Could be Tom ain't come back.
No, Tom's true blue. He'll come back.
Maybe.
He knows if he didn't come back, it would be a disgrace for a pirate.
It's almost sunup, and he said he'd be back for breakfast.
Which he is. What'd you see, Tom?
Folks talking about us?
Did he leave my mom a note?
It's better than anything. They're gonna give us a big funeral.
Big
funeral?
Ain't that fine?
It's grand.
Sure wish I could be there.
Me too.
I heard your ma and Aunt Polly and Widow Doug was talking about it.
You swum back?
Nah, borrowed a boat. Figured we could row back over.
It'll be light soon. Some might see us and spoil everything.
Hadn't thought of that. We could swim.
Tom, I'm not a very good swimmer. You know that.
You take the boat back before it's light. Later, me and Tom will swim over. We know how to keep out of sight.
We'll meet at the north end of town.
Leon's funeral! Yippee! I'm on my way!
Let's break camp up. No use in letting anyone know we was here.
Done.
Pirate way. Rich.
Tom!
Soon be rich. It's him!
Rich. Joe will soon be rich. Hate people in it. Stay to the Hague Muff Potter, then go to St. Louis, maybe Chicago. Gold. Gold? Stay to the Hague Old Muff. Hey, Old Muff.
It's a good thing Injun Joe was drinking, or else he might have caught us.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
We should get out of here as fast as we can. Injun Joe comes and goes.
What are we waiting for? Come on.
It don't seem possible, Mary. No, it don't. He's with the angels. It's a great comfort to know that.
You best sit down, Aunt Paul.
Yes. I was too hard on my Joe. That's why I ran off. And now I'm paying for my hard ways. Hush, Mrs. Harper. Joe's up there. Way up there. You mean he's on the roof?
Old Muff don't say nothing, Judge. Just sits in his cell and stares at the floor.
We've been enough great for this town already. The sooner we get to trial, the better.
We better brace up the gallows. It's sad.
Friends, relatives, citizens of St. Petersburg, this is indeed a sad occasion for us all. Oh, woe is this village! Woe, woe, I say unto you!
Oh, if only I had that doorknob Tom wanted to give me. I haven't got anything now to remember him by. Sit down, dear. That won't help.
I want everyone to know I was once engaged to be married to Tom Sawyer.
Tom and me, we didn't always get along. And I beat him once in a fight. He was the bestest friend I ever had.
What's that Culture Harper fool? And an idiot. But I didn't mean it. Honest. Oh, if it was to do over again, I wouldn't call him them names. But he's gone now. Like Tom. And I'll never, never, never see him anymore.
I'm Joe to hear you, Susan. It do his generous heart good. Tom Sawyer was a brilliant student of the Holy Book, and I'm glad to have had the opportunity to meet him. I'm I once threw a pie plate at Tom. Was blamed it on Ben Rogers. I'm so sorry I lied.
Yes, yes, dear hearts, there is nothing like grief to bring upon the goodness and kindness we have all buried deep, deep, deep in our hearts. Grief is the shovel. We live in a vale of tears. The good die young. I myself expect to go to an early grave. We are here on earth yet for a brief moment, and then... Let us not dwell on our miseries, great though they may be. We are here this morning to pay respect to the memory of those three innocent, deserving lads. Thomas Sawyer.
Tom. Oh, my boy, Tom.
The boy was always good to me. Joseph Harper.
Oh, Joe.
Huckleberry Finn.
I should have been a mother and aunt to him. Poor little fella.
True, they were undisciplined and adventuresome, but those qualities were the mark of their youth. Youth that will never grow into manhood and good citizenry. This town will never forget them, though. Never. Never. They were noble. Grief was their stay, but their memory shall linger on like rain on the grass after a storm.
That's beautiful, Reverend Sprague. Beautiful.
They're up there with the Maker, looking down on us and smiling. They're saying, "Don't weep, Aunt Polly. Don't sigh, Mother Harper. We are content. We are near. We are with you, good citizens of St. Petersburg." Let us lift our voices in song. Amazing Grace. After our song, I shall speak on the subject, I am the resurrection and the life. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
It's them! Gracie's right. It's them. They're alive.
Ain't no one glad to see what he did?
I don't know whether to cuff you or to kiss you. I thought you were gone forever.
The raft got away, that's all. We was playing pirates.
Pirates?
I was Joe Harper, the Terror of the Seas. Tom was the Black Avenger of the Spanish Main. And Huck was called the Red-Handed.
What rubbish.
It won't do. Land's sake, Tom, now it's gotten into you. It just ain't fair, Aunt Polly. What are you talking about? Somebody's got to be glad to see Huck.
And so they shall. Where is that poor neglected boy?
Here he is, Widow Douglas.
Mwah! I'm glad to see you, Huckleberry. Poor motherless thing. He'll have a good home with me.
I don't want no home.
We have been rewarded for our concern.
This is the proudest day of my life. Mine, too. What about you, Huckleberry?
Oh, shucks, I'd rather be a pirate.
One more time, praise God from whom all blessings flow. Sing and put your hearts into it. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below.
I declare, Tom, you're one boy in a million. First, I'm so glad to see you. I don't know what to do except hug and kiss you for coming back. Next moment, I want to hit you over the head with my thimble for disobeying me.
You wouldn't do that, Aunt Polly.
Of course not. Leastways, not tonight. Sure pleases me, Aunt Polly, making you happy. Oh, Tom, if only I could believe you.
You should have let us know that you were alive.
I was gonna, honest. I even wrote it on a piece of bark that we were safe. Tom, don't lie like that. I can't bear it. You never wrote any such a message. I swam over last night. It was only you and Cousin Mary and Widow Douglas and Mrs. Harper was so taken with the funeral, such I never left it.
Tom, don't lie.
You mean you're in the house?
He's making a fool of us. You was napping, Aunt Polly, and I gave you a kiss.
You said you had a dream like that, Aunt Polly.
I thought it was a dream. Why did you kiss me, Tom? You was unhappy, and I love you, and that made me sorry.
There's such a comfort in it, but I reckon you're lying. Give me a hug, Tom.
Get out the pocket. Here it is, written safe on a piece of bark.
We ain't dead. We're off being pirates. Signed T. Sawyer.
Oh, Tom, for once you've told the truth. I could forgive you now if you committed a million sins.
There's lemon pie on the pantry, Tom. Your favorite.
I'm so hungry my shirt tail's nibbling my behind. Sure will enjoy that.
Tom, if you break that pie plate, he can't hear you, Aunt Polly. He's running too fast.
Drat that boy.
Good evening, Sheriff.
Evening, Huckleberry. Kinda late for you to be up, ain't it?
Time don't mean nothing to me. Day, nah, it's all the same.
I meant you living at the widow's. Don't tell me she gave you permission to be up and about.
I gotta talk to Muff, Sheriff.
Come back in the morning.
But the trial's in the morning. It'll be too late.
What do you want to talk to him about?
We were friends, sort of. I figured I'd have to say goodbye. Only polite, ain't it?
Don't see what harm it can do. Only a minute or two.
I'm obliged, Sheriff.
You wait here.
Yes, sir.
Huckleberry!
Trapped!
I went to your room to make certain you said your goodnight prayers and you were gone.
Yes, ma'am.
Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Yes? No? Which is it?
Both, I reckon. It's gonna take some time before I can change my ways.
You need somebody to look after you. Me. You have your meals on time, you're washed every day, chores, clean clothes, homework, and Sunday school. Doesn't that sound wonderful, Huckleberry?
Yes, ma'am. Wonderful. I wonder why I didn't think of it all myself.
What are you doing here?
Saying goodbye to Muff Potter.
Well, I guess it shows you got some goodness in you, even if he ain't. You're probably right. It'll take time for her to wear shoes with any comfort. Dear boy, straight home as soon as you see that billet.
Yes, ma'am, Will Douglas.
Well, I declare, if it ain't Huck Finn, come see old Muff Potter. Mighty friendly of you, boy. I do appreciate it. You're the only soul in this town who showed up here at the jail. They're gonna hang me, boy. They're gonna hang me.
You talk too much.
Gotta do all my talking in a hurry. I'll be dead soon.
Here, I brought you some tobacco and cookies made by the Will Douglas. I wish it was more.
I'm grateful for your help. Caw! Who's that?
Caw! Tom.
Tom Sawyer?
Yep. I was afraid you weren't coming.
Had to make sure Aunt Polly was asleep. Good to see you, Muff.
I'm awful pleased with your visit, boys, but you better not say. Folks see you talking with no good like me, it'll go hard on you. say that, Muff. It's alright. Time's up.
You've been good friends to me. You're a great comfort in my troubles.
I feel sad.
Me too. We gotta get him out of jail.
That's crazy. You haven't told anyone about what we saw, right?
Not a soul. I'm scared. I'm scared for Muff too.
He ain't done anyone no harm. You ready to go to you ready to go to the island?
I'm here, ain't I? I hope we don't see Injun Joe.
Don't say that, Tom. Just thinking about Injun Joe gives me goosebumps.
Good people, remain calm.
I say lynch him.
There'll be no lynching as long as I'm judge. This isn't even a trial. All the court's doing is gathering evidence. Once there's enough for the trial, the legal formalities will commence.
That's Lord talk, Judge. Talk's cheap. We all know what he's done, and we say lynch him.
The law will take its course.
Here they come. The sheriff and Muff Potter.
You'll get your chance to talk.
I didn't expect such a mob.
Biggest thing that's happened in this town.
Now, Muff, you admit you came here to steal the body of Hoss Williams.
Yes, sir. Me and Injun Joe.
We'll get to him in a moment. We're not investigating grave robbery. We're investigating murder.
The shame.
You were under the influence of a delirium produced by drink.
Huh? You were drunk.
Yes, sir.
You quarreled with the doc and killed him. It's as simple as that, is it not? The knife? Is this your weapon?
Yes, sir.
Then you freely admit you killed Dr. Robinson.
It's like I'm in trying to tell folks, Judge. I guess I done it. I guess I don't know likely for sure.
What nonsense!
The widow's right.
Joe, step forward.
Tell him, Joe, tell him. It ain't no use anymore.
Me and Muff was helping Doc Robinson open the grave, and Muff here was blind drunk, got into a fight with him. He used his knife on him, and he fell right there, dead.
Do we need any more proof?
Where were the kids who saw the washing?
We don't like this place, Judge Thatcher.
Graveyards is for dead people.
That's what Muff Potter's going to be. Dead.
The morning after the murder, you saw Muff Potter washing in the creek.
Yes, we were playing in the field. We could see what he was doing.
He was washing his shirt.
Washing the blood away.
Mighty damaging testimony.
We fear enough. Let's get him. Get the room.
Hold on!
I'm with you, Tom. Even if we have to go back in our rope.
To the hanging tree.
Stop!
Muff didn't do it! He didn't do it, I tell you! Muff did not kill Doc Robinson!
about.
No, last time I couldn't bear it.
Now, Thomas, if you know anything about this matter, we want to hear it.
We all want to hear it.
Yeah.
What do you know about this matter?
We was at the graveyard when Doc Robinson was killed.
Speak up, Thomas. A little louder, please.
Me and Huck, we was gonna cure some warts with the dead cat.
Don't laugh, please.
Go on, Thomas.
We was near this grave. We could see everything, hear everything too.
That's a fact. Didn't miss a word. Saw it all.
Injun Joe and Doc Robinson got in a row on account of Injun Joe wanted more money, and Doc wouldn't give it to him.
Go on, go on.
Doc knocked Injun Joe to the ground. Then Muff grabbed at Doc. He had his knife in his hand.
Intending to kill him?
No, he was cutting straw tobacco.
The Doc knocked Muff to the ground. Then Injun Joe picked up his knife, and he used it to kill the Doc. Then he put it back in Muff's hand so he'd think he did it when he woke up.
Maybe you don't live so long after all, Thomas.
Hey, those are him and put it back in his tail.
Well, if it isn't one thing, it's another. But this time, Tom, I'm so proud of you I could bust.
Young man, you're a credit to this community. Yes, indeed, a credit.
You saved an innocent man from hanging.
But what if Injun Joe gets away?
You leave Injun Joe to the sheriff.
If he stays in that cave, he might never come out.
I promise you one thing. That villain will never harm anyone again.
That is a comfort to hear.
Indeed.
Guess I don't know right what to say, Tom. Except that I'm grateful for you. To pay it back a little, I'll teach you how to catch a catfish in the creek with no hook. Huckleberry already knows.
Where is Huck?
He deserves credit, too.
Where is that poor boy?
Fast as I can. This thing's heavy.
What you carrying?
It looks like an old chest.
It was buried out on the island.
We fetched it back last night. Injun Joe knew about it.
Let's have a look.
It's coins.
Gold coins, looks like.
Gold.
Let me see. No doubt about it, gold. A small fortune in gold and coins. Several $1,000s would be my guess.
Like in pirate gold?
One thing certain. Thomas Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn,
Yes, sir.
you are now gentlemen of property and substance.
Huh?
Huh?
Father means you're rich, Tom.
Great day in the morning. What next?
If you'll take my advice, you'll invest and live off the interest.
Good advice, Judge. Huckleberry will do that with his share. I'll see to that.
Oh, shucks, Will Douglas. I don't know if I can keep on living at your place. I'll have to wear shoes all the time, eat when you say, and give a prowling at night.
You'll have to try, Huck. We might start a gentleman's club in town. Then you'll have to wear shoes.
Shoes? Maybe I'll try being civilized for a month or so, but I ain't promising nothing.
Fair enough.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, Becky?
You're so brave, Huckleberry.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.